Hello everyone, welcome back to Stitch and Dance. Just been, I don't know, a gazillion months since the last time I've been on here. Wanted to say hi, and I've had some changes in my life. I've had some amazing things happen, and but I thought I would just start off with the stitching and we can get into the rest of the stuff later. So my sister and I did our annual sister trip to, where did we go? We went to StitchCon, and it was so much fun. We were there for weekend B, and I got tons of stuff while I was there. So I'm gonna jump into and show you that. I'm also gonna show you some needle minders I have, some stuff I've stitched, and then we'll talk about life. And I don't know where the hell I'm looking, so I am rusty, as many people are. So this is I bought this I think at Target, and it's just like a metal box. And I have ended up using it for my needle minders. So I got these in StitchCon last year. I have that pattern, which I plan to stitch someday, but I only plan to do the sisters in the background. I know this is with some pattern. This I got at StitchCon last year, which is a little teacup. You can see that there. And then here we go. This came in a Black Needle Stitch Society box. This is, I also think came from there, but not too sure. So hold on, and I'm gonna show you the inside. So on the inside are some oldies, some newbies. These two definitely came from Black Needle Society, that one as well. And oh, this is a picture of my parents. This is a picture of my parents, early 40s at my brother's wedding. And so when they had their 50th wedding anniversary, I had these pictures in a little frame that said happy 50th, but that broke recently. And this is another Haid that I have that I that I will be stitching. So got that one too. So anyway, so I kind of like this. I keep it open and sitting out there, and I got some more needle minders while I was at StitchCon, so they will go on here and then they go into my project bag. So it's all fun stuff. And put it down here for right now. Oopsies. You're on a moving stand situation. So StitchCon was amazing. Table 12 again, and so we have a great time with the Table 12 ladies. I will insert a picture somewhere if I remember how to do that, and if not, next time. So it was Carol, Sandy, Jordan, Cynthia, my sister. I met Trudy, and I also met Dina this time, and we had a really fantastic time, and as always, so much fun. Also, from the Crazy Eight, we had Susan was there, and she was sitting at the table behind us, and we got to spend a little bit of time. We need to spend more time. She's going to 5 retreats this year, and I'm so jealous. So I teased her. I was like, "Are you retired?" And she's like, "Nope, but I'm practicing." So at StitchCon, I purchased a whole bunch of stuff, and this was my messy setup, and y'all don't care, so I didn't care. So I'm gonna just show you. So for no reason whatsoever, because I did not buy the pattern, but just because I loved the colors, I bought all of these cottage garden threads. This pack is for this pattern here, which I'm sure I saw. Outnumber the Shamrocks thread pack by Stitchy Pros, apparently, because that's what's in the back. But I just love the colors, and I was like, those colors look beautiful. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna own it. So that came home with me, and I definitely made this my fabric stitch on. And I've also lost my mind. So let me point that out to you. So this is a needle minder. I wanted last year, but they had run out of it, so I got it this year. And my sister got the white one, and I got the black one, and it's a color wheel, and I absolutely love it. So I'm happy I was able to get it this year and put that on my new box. Did I move you again? So sorry. Just because I buy threads for no reason, but besides the fact that I find them cute, I wanted to try a Romy's creation, so I got this beautiful one. Isn't that so pretty? So I'm gonna try that out on something someday. And this is Needle Bling Cookie Dough 36 count linen, and I bought this for Halloween at Hawthorne Holla. Now, in the picture, it looks brown. In real life, it's more like a more like a pinkish chocolatey color. I don't know why it looks yellow to you at all, because it's not yellow in real life. Stand by. Let me see if I can change the color. Stand by. Okay. Color, not true to life. It is. I will post a picture of it because it's way more peachy pink, not peach. So but this was called Parchment by Atomic Ranch. It is 40 count. Who do I think I am? This also has more of a pink color on it. So I will insert a picture. And so this is 40 count, which my sister had me in tears because when I showed it to her, she was like, "There's no holes in. This is just regular fabric. What are you doing?" And that had me dying because I was like, "It is. So I got Grace Notes Toasted Marshmallows, which is kind of like a purplish, and at least you can see the modeling. The colors are way off today, but you can see the modeling. I will put a true picture. They got Grace Notes Misty Mountain 46 count linen. Again, lost my mind, but I'm gonna try. And then this is 28 count Atomic Ranch Vapors, and they're all super pretty. And I will make sure to take a picture of them where you can actually see the actual color. My sister bought a pattern called something Christmas. And so I want to get the pattern. But while I was there, I went ahead and bought all the fancy floss. So I put them in this little cute bag my sister had given me for our StitchCon. So that's that. And then, let's see what's in here. This is the Keepsakes traditional bag. So I got that. I love it and I keep them. So I fell in love with this one. I'm so happy to find it. This is Christmas chicken. And I mean, I don't know if you can tell the colors. And look at all of those. So I was able to get all of the floss, and I am sure I have some fabric here that I will be able to do that one on. I watch Lindsay Stitches all the time, and I freaking love her birds. I'm also been on like this whole bird craze. So I, of all her birds, I resisted and only bought one. So I bought a June silver-throated tanger. I think it's 10. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce it, but there you go. You should go buy it too and stitch it with me. It's not a bad stitch. It's only 73 by 85, says the lady who finishes nothing. It was done on 32 count, which I should have plenty. I have a lot of 32 count fabric because I was in this one. I've been wanting forever because Brenda from Handwork Maniac is the influence in my life. This is Cricklewood Crossings, the crazy bird. I will call it the crazy lady. And I plan to do it how she did it. This bird, this flower, she actually did it with variegated thread, and then it changed the whole look of the pattern. And I appreciate that better. So I'm going to do that with that one. This one is 165 by 203, stitched on 25 count. We'll see what I end up doing because I'll possibly from stash. This I purchased because it describes me and some of my table 12, if not all my table 12, and definitely my crazy 8s. Ladies, Stitching Misfits. Proud of it right here, founding member. So love it. I've seen it before. And then what I also love is that look at all these ladies from StitchCon in the back, on the back of it. That's amazing. Don't know what group that was and what year. It says 2021. My heart. So that's amazing. Lucy Bean, which I really love her. I have a few of her patterns. I don't know if I've actually started any of them, but I have a few of her patterns. There's going to be an edit to this one where it says me. It's going to say, it's either going to say you or yourself. Okay. So pray for yourself. I'm stubborn. Yeah. So love it. She always cracks me up. All of her. I have the other one, and I think I have somewhere in all these things. I should have a needle minder that I bought that goes with that one. Then there is this beauty from Stitchy Pros, which says this: create sentiment. Yes. When pigs fly. I am as we say, a table 12. We are curators of fine art. I'm supporting the arts here. And so that was my haul from StitchCon. This is StitchCon 2023. 2024. Last year was our first year, 2023. So we had a fantastic time, and I will tell you that the auction brought tears to my eyes. I'm sure somebody else will explain it better, but it was just such a beautiful moment of lifting up together. Just, it was beautiful. It was really, really beautiful. So I'm proud to be there for that moment. So these are the things I purchased, and then now I will show you things that were gifted to me while I was there. And there was such a generosity of heart. Such a generosity of heart. I actually wrote down everyone's name that had something with a name. So give me a second, and I want to read them out. I will put them in the notes below as a shout out and thank you. But and some things didn't have a name, so that's the other crazy part. So all of the ladies at my table who provided snacks and gifts and little things, you're amazing, and my heart is just runneth over. So thank you. These are all on Instagram. So my sister samplers, stitching in my pajamas, stitching Scotty, Neil and Needle, gw.stitching.depot, peppermint_cottage, Stony Creek Stitchery, Little Big Stitcher, Stitch One Work Designs, Stitch Read Repeat, yummy, Wickwish, another hand to, Stitching and Wishing, Stitchy Holly Hogue, Little House Stitches, Stitch Spender, Whip It Real Good. You guys, and Melba, I didn't catch her Instagram name, but Melba was also so generous. And so here's some of those things. Put them in here, and they're just lovely. And I love getting gifts. I love getting gifts. I mean, the amount of floss drops. Look at that beautiful floss drop. This is from my sister samplers, and in this super cute little envelope. And you know that I want those envelopes now. These I bought. So this is from Lucy Bean, and buying cross stitch like I'm immortal. I actually have that pattern, and I gave each one of the ladies at my table one of these as a gift, but I bought this at the store. But floss drops, I mean, these are just beautiful. Look at this little bad boy. I mean, come on. Thank you so much. They will all be used. You know me, I'm a serial starter. So there is not one little notion that goes unused in my house. Everything gets used. But I did want to show you one, which I was like, and I'm in love. I love everything that has to do with Ancestry.com. I'm kind of the genealogist for the family. And this is Inez and William Matthews. And this is from another hand too, and it says on the back, my great grandparents circa 1904. Check that out. That is amazing. I loved it, and I love this touch. It just goes with it. So oops, Daisy, let me just see it. I'll pull them out. I mean, this was given to me by my table mate. This was a really pretty one that was provided. My sister and I gave out some gifts as well. It had the date. It had a little bit of colorful ribbon. I'll put in a I'll put in a picture. I think I took a picture of myself. This was the cousins, the cross-country cross-stitching cousins. I love this for fidgeting. And just thank you, everyone. I mean, come on. These ladies and gentlemen, they all just really did a great job. Funny enough, look at this one. And then this is also from the same lady. She was in the back of the room, and I was like, oh, I love it. I had ordered for all of the ladies. Love this floss drop. Look at that. And this is from the Stitching Depot. Check them out. I had ordered for all the ladies a little something that did not arrive in time. And so I am going to hold it for next time. A little bit of floss, some floss drops, a little froggy one, because you know me and the frog are besties. I found this one at the giveaway table, the freebie table, and I love it because who doesn't? I mean, I just do. This little one. This was from Melba. So Melba gave us two. You know how hard it is to find pony needles? I know you know how hard it is. It is so hard. So she gave us that, so that was cool. And something fell. Whoops, a daisy. Things are falling everywhere. We got these really pretty ones with a QR code. Got these. Oh wow, this is from the Floss Cousins too, the cross country cousins. And I need to take everything out. So needle minder, loved it. Not this one, that one. This one's the from someone else. And then I got these floss cards, floss straps. And then I got these these project cards. Like, hello, like how generous. And then what that says, that's hysterical. Love it. So thank you everyone. If I didn't get to show your items, they're in this little baggie, and thank you. Your generosity is much appreciated, and don't worry, I'll use it all. You'll see it in another Flosstube, maybe in a year, but you'll see it in another Flosstube really soon. So also from the ladies at our table, there was freebies. There was a freebie table, and then at our table there was a person dropping off things at the freebie table. And so I got some of these. This is fabric for backings and finishes. And you know, the joke is if I could finish something, then I can do a fully finished. But you know, the collection of fabric is also a beautiful thing. So picked this one up, which is like textured. You can see that there. Oops, they're kind of stuck to each other. So thank you, Jordan from table 12. I love this. I just love this period. I don't even think I'm gonna make that a finished thing. I'm gonna use it on the table I have downstairs. Part of my stitchy table situation. There's this one, which is like a tweed. I like a lot. I told her I was gonna make these into pants. Of course, it would only fit like on one calf, but look at that. That is fantabulous. Find something, and then, you know, it's very thick and stuff, but I think that for some finishes or some fun stuff, this would be cool. Tell you guys a little bit about what other things I've been trying lately. This one is super soft. It's like butter, and look how pretty. And so all of this fabric will go on finishes or some ideas. This one also, I just liked as it is, and probably will just use it as it is downstairs on another table that I have. Gives me very Japanese vibes. And then there's this one, which I picked up for my husband because I think that he would like this pattern. But otherwise, still can be used. And then at the actual freebie table, we found some great patterns, Cynthia and I. So wanted to show you those because some of them are fantabulous. Let's see here. I found this piece of fabric, which I really liked, and then it had these variegated ones, which thank you so much. This reminds me of Isaac and Me. It says, "You're always on my nice list." And this is by Jordan. Little Stitch Girl is the designer. I found, you guys know I love modern folk embroidery. Look at that bad boy. I don't have any of them in cardstock. I have everything digital, so this is amazing. I also have white willow stitching, but I don't have this one. This is the giraffe. And I just think that's just so beautiful. Isaac is has his garden going, so this is in tribute to my husband, and probably won't be a pillow, and I'll probably change some of these colors to something a little brighter. This was a freebie, so this I'll just do it this way. And this is a freebie from the Little that they had there. They had another freebie from La Di Da. This is the excerpt out of one of the Cross Stitcher magazines. So Hedgehog was cute. There's some cute things in there. There is this there is some really cool, hold on, I'm trying to get to. Okay, this one I liked because this is by Romy Creations, and I like this one because of the two little girls, which I think I'm actually gonna put in more places than where it is. So you see those two little girls there? I really like that, and I think I'm going to, this sampler is going to have some changes to it, both in colors and how many times those little girls show up. And I like these two Christmas Santas. I also like that it comes with like this mesh material to try it with. I've never done that, so I'm going to give that a try. Very generously, we were all gifted this magazine, and Just Cross Stitch was there to do some talking sessions with us. And so it was really nice that they gave us each a copy of this magazine. So I have that, and that was actually given to us in our packs. There is this Santa. I add this, and I love that the Santa has this cat. Cracks me up. This had, okay, so I picked this book up from the freebie table. I'm not gonna stitch any of this, but check out those chickens. Yeah, those chickens are coming home with me. So that's what's happening, and I actually like this too. So there's that. As you know, Stitch and Dance is my name, and so when I was doing ballroom dancing, yeah, that was intense, and I was in the ballroom dancing competition, and so I had to do icing and therapy and all kinds of things. And so of these two, I like this one because it reminds me of my situation. So I thought that would be cool. My niece is also an avid dancer. She's 15 and she's in all kinds of dancing. So I thought maybe someday she'll enjoy that for herself. Lizzie Kate, the reindeer stocking, and it even has the buttons. So I'm excited about that. I love Jardin Privé, and they had this on the freebie table. So this is going to be a start very, very soon. I'm going to start it, and the way I want to do it is I want to start it in whatever month I start in. So let's say I start in September, then I'm going to start with September, and then I'm going to go around. That's what I'm going to do. I don't want to do them individuals, which probably makes more sense because I don't have a lot of wall space. Don't get confused by this wall. But I love them. I have seen this years ago, and I actually wonder if I have it. But if I do have it, then I will give this away. But this is Dream Journal Philosophical, and this is actually supposed to be a book cover, your journal cover, and it's just amazing. And her, I think I'm going to do her a little different just because that's a lot of black for me to stitch there together. So she might be a variegated color of some sort. Let's see. There was this one which is Birds of a Feather. I probably won't do all the rest of the sampler, but we'll figure that out. Forbidden, okay. If you're gonna be a book, be a mystery. Love that. And then I'll show you this later. This is Praiseworthy Stitches, which I have a few of their patterns, but this one's adorable. This is a Sail at the Bubbling Cauldron, and so I think that's amazing. Christmas Halloween one. I mean, just look at the birds on the tree. I love it. And then there is the Witch Hazel's Brew, which I like it in this finish. I would do a round finish if I could. And this one keeps falling off, but this guy is called Blue Heaven by Librerie. And this is the image. Wait, which is the word set up? This is the image of it. You can see it. So, and this is a beautiful Quaker. I find that their pictures of their Quakers are horrible, and they're prettier when you see them in person. So this Quaker, I love that design. I think it's so cool. And this is by them. I can't read backwards, and it's called Ring of something. Ring of Roses by Pabellon Creations. This is Feathers and Fins. I definitely will not, whenever I get to this, I definitely will not stitch this all in one. I will stitch these motifs as individuals because, like, look at that motif. Okay, first of all, the picture is horrible. It's probably so much prettier in person. But look at those seahorses. Like, I like them individually. I do not like it all together. This one is by Tempting Tangles Designs, and this is the Great Cheshire Pumpkin. It's a lot of yellow. Those colors might have to change. But check that out. And actually in the back, it doesn't call for that much yellow. It calls for a lot of moss greens, browns, topaz, and it's weird. Maybe it's just that. One of my favorite, Rosewood Manor. And you guys know I'm very partial to butterflies. So this is the blue watercolor butterfly. And then at the table we were talking a lot, Jordan and I were talking about black work. And like black work is really just backstitch all the way. And then coincidentally, I found a butterfly on the freebie table. That was black work. So I thought if I'm ever gonna try it, I might as well try it with something that I actually like. So okay, to wrap up StitchCon, there was this beautiful gift that was given to us by Trudy at our table. And inside this gift, she gave us, I mean, it's a treasure trove of things. And I mean, she knocked herself out of the park. And thank you so much, Trudy. I opened it all. I love it all. I will use it all. So there's that. Also at the freebie table, or no, actually, I think this was Jordan. Jordan had these. And so I have a few Christmas items that I have. So I wanted to take that. Somebody dropped this off at my chair, and my sister got one as well. And they're just like little finishing items. Like, look at the fringe. It is, and the funny is because like this is so me, and the one my sister got has pom-poms, and it's so her. And so thank you so much to whomever was giving this out. This is gorgeous. And then at the freebie table, there were these scraps of fabric, different counts, different sizes, all tiny. But I love it because I have been doing some itty bitty little things. So this gives me opportunity to try those out. So thank you. And I super appreciate everything that everyone drops off at the freebie table. So I will show you now some of the things that since we're on acquisition of things, I will show you some of the things that I have acquired outside of StitchCon. And I was on a rabbit hole with Avilea and their website. Look at that. I call that, I'm a squirrel, like a flying squirrel. Like someday I will have surgery to have that removed. But for right now, in a strong wind, I can fly. And it's great. It's a result of losing tons of weight, and such is life. I mimed that for you guys who have little ears in the room. For those of you who don't have little ears in the room, go back and see that very slowly. So I bought the kit for this beautiful pattern. And so it is called The Leaf and Knot by Avilea Folk Embroidery. And it comes with this 26 count Mikini ivory. And I really like this fabric. It's very different. I mean, it's obviously even weave, but just different. And it came with the floss, which I will put on some of the floss drops that you have provided to me. And then very nicely, it provides the needle. And whoo, yes, that is me. So super happy with this one. From the same company, I also, sorry for the sound. I also got this pattern. Everything comes in this kind of like this paper bag, which I think is fantabulous. Just checking where it was made. Paper bag. This is Clara's Garden, and I really love it. And so I also got it with the fabric. And so the fabric for this one is a 30 count Greek linen in vanilla. And this comes in a very sticky thing. My husband will do, he's like, just throw that away. I'm like, I will. So this is the 30 count Greek linen vanilla. And that's the size pre-cut already to the size of the item that I am creating, because both from my childhood and Isaac's, things that were made were actually utilized in the house. Like they weren't for on the wall display. It was like, these were like your placemats or your tablecloth coverings and things like that. So I like that. And then as well, fat floss is provided. I need to go ahead and put that on floss drops, and then they provide me the needle as well, which looks kind of big to me for a 30 count, but whatever. And then, yep, woohoo, you betcha, I will be stitching. So bear with me as I put this back in. So, you know, it only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors, and so that's what is sent, and I'll put those, unravel those and put them in floss drops and cut out the picture this. I find their patterns very, very meditative. Like, I don't know, like rinse and repeat, you know, like it's, so I don't know about this one. I mean, this one might not be as much, but the border definitely will be. But I do enjoy them, and it reminds me of when I was a kid and some of the things my mom used to do back then. Hold on, where did I put that? I don't want the other one to get confused with this one. So like that, you'll see in my whips that I have one of those that I have been working on for a few years, and I like the fabric and I like this stuff. Let me take a sip of my Starbucks. Have you guys been drinking anything? You should have something to drink. I'm back and I'm chatty. I also bought from them just some fabric. And this is Greek linen vanilla. And so these are the fabrics that they sell. And I got the Greek linen vanilla because I thought it was really nice. And I got myself a bigger piece of it to try to do something else on it. I had some ideas. And for this one, you see it comes not serged and not prepped, but I'm happy I got that. And so now I have that for my fabric stash. Because again, I buy things as if I'm immortal. The other thing is I was influenced by I don't know her name, I'll put it in here somewhere. Found this cross stitcher. She has a beautiful basement of setup for her cross stitching and everything. And she was talking about Weeks Dye Works. And by the way, I sometimes hear people say that, and I hear We Sky Works. Skywalks. So We Skywalks, which I then envision as something like Star Wars, and thinking that it's like this fabric thread that's like really exclusive because I never find it. And then at StitchCon I realized they were saying Weeks Dye Works. Okay. Understanding is elemental. Anyway, so she was talking about you know how they don't really hang nicely on a floss drop. So this is straight off of Amazon. And you buy this little strip. It comes full. I've used this obviously, and these little bad boys just get stuck on them, and it has been wonders. So this is what it looks like, you know, and it's been wonders. I've been using them on them, and now they hang very nicely off the ring and not a pain in the butt anymore. So wanted to share that little fun find with you. And then also from StitchCon was because we know we love a good book. You got me with a book. You gave me a pen. You had me a hello. Like, come on, people. Thank you for loving me so much. So we have one more purchase, which I'm going to tell you about, and then I'm going to jump into my whips. So I was watching Sunshine Stitchers, and it was an EJ. Sheila was talking about how she much, you know, her flosses and something about flosses. And then she talked about how she purchased from Cottage Garden Needleworks or Cottage Garden. I don't even know what their real name is. I'm just so lost now. She purchased floss from them. So I innocently went to their website and just as innocently purchased the whole line of one. Yes. Do I need it? Do I have a project? No. But I bought the whole project shelf edit. And I will say, first of all, it comes from Australia. So you get an email saying that the Australian Post has something going out for you, which is lovely. I've never been to Australia, so that made me feel so important. So stupid, but whatever. And then look at these colors. And this is just the top row, okay? Stand by. Look at this row of colors. Hello. What are we doing here? This is love at first sight. And then look at the names of them. Like, come on. This is like, you know, I saw them. They were so pretty. They called my name. I couldn't say no. I'm like, I can find something that I need them for. Chamomile tea. Austin. You know, there's always something to cashmere. You know, now I'm gonna have to find conversions that have conversions for cottage garden threads. I mean, come on. What's this one? Cloth bound. Anonymous. Page turner. By the way, if you have read the ACOTAR series, page turner. Have you read Fourth Ring series, the Empyrean series? Page turner. Have you read American Dirt? Page turner. Do not read it at night though. Candlestick. Morrison. Can you tell that I bought it, got it, and did not open it yet? And I'm doing this with you now. Moth. Come on. This is you wingback. Okay, first of all, kudos to the really good branding on these, because they have definitely made it so that I can feel like this is a bookshelf. Look at this one, Scandal. Olivia Pope. Cobweb. Parfum. Nib. And Hearth. Get that focused for you. Look at that heart. So yeah, we bought these, and so we are going to continue to do a little show for you. These are the first ones that you saw that I didn't actually zoom in on, because you need to enjoy them like I do. Okay, do they feel delicious? Yes. Are the colors amazing and the names super funny? Yes. This is a hot coffee. Will I find something to cross stitch on in the next few weeks? Yes. Will we finish it? Don't push your luck. Okay? You have now crossed a line with me. Don't be asking me to finish things. Remember, you are, I don't know how many minutes into this Flosstube video. If you are here to find a finish, I am not the one. Please stop watching me. Go find yourself someone, because I will frustrate the living out of you. Because I am a process stitcher. I love the process of acquiring, of organizing, of kitting, of starting, of creating plans, of touching, of reorganizing. That is what I enjoy the most, and I enjoy talking to you. So this is the reason here. So if you want to see a lot of stuff, then yeah, here's the place to come. And so this is all of them, guys. Look how pretty. Come on, focus. Look how pretty. So I did that, and no regrets, and we will figure it out. Also, I just remembered seeing my bat wing yet again. Reminded me of a video that I found online of what's her name? Her name is Maya. Anyway, I will find it. I'll put it at the end here, and hopefully you guys will find it as amazing as I did. And you know, we have to finish with joy. But she talks about the bat wings, and I'm so proud of my bat wings. I really am. I mean, it's part of my journey. It's part of who I am. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's only joy to be alive and have a body that functions, and a body that is supporting me in all of my crazy, like, traveling. I didn't tell you that. So in order to go to Cincinnati, I had to fly cross country and 25 hours after I arrived at my first airport did I make the connecting flight. I'll leave it there. Okay, so let's go into whips. Hi, we're gonna whip it good. Whip it good. Let's see. So, not that you care, but I do have a list of when I possibly worked on something. I did go through, and I think I showed you this from last year, but I did go through and I created a bullet journal for my cross stitching, and I am doing a temperature chart. So it has some of the days I cross stitch, it has some random things that I put in there. So, and then for each month, let's see where it is at. It has, you know, some notes and stuff about each month and things like that. So I'm enjoying it. It's working out for me. I saw what Jordan was using, and so probably for next year, I will modify this a little bit. I like this cover. Jordan has a really cool travel notebook cover as well. So I think that, you know, you have to do what works for you. And I wanted something that was highly flexible. So, and I wanted something physical because the digital thing did not work for me. I do digital at work a lot. Just didn't work for me in my crafting. Okay, so let me stop singing because this is, okay, Primrose Cottage, Welcome to the North Pole. This got started sometime last year, and this is the progress I have made on it. You know, I hate stitching white, so here we go. I also don't like finishing anything. Like, I don't want to finish that top to go on, but I started with these little guys down here, and then I did some more of the white. So that's how I'm fooling myself into doing white. I do a little bit here, and then I go back to the white. So we'll probably pull this one out again for Christmas in July so that we can get some good Christmas stitching going. This is the style Teresa made me do it. I am doing the Lacapati from Bella Filipina. I had an error in her, and then I was like, and then I fixed the error, and so now she's back to being loved. So she went to craft prison for a little bit, but she got right back out, and this is her. And I'll put all the fabrics and stuff in the notes because I don't remember and I don't have all the details for them quite on me. So there she is. That one. I have everything, so I'm not even going to say that. This is on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, which is Stitch and Dance, you would see this one. This is on some kind of linen. And you probably need some fingers to be able to see it. So, nope, that's not gonna work. So this is Autumn Lane Stitchery, and this is Welcome Home, or something like that. I'll put the name in the bottom. And so I've enjoyed this one. I put a lot of work over one weekend, and you know, got to see a lot of progress on it. I worked on this one in Lakapati was in March, and Welcome to the North Pole was also in March. I worked on this one in April. So I'm gonna give up telling you dates because who cares? It's not my thing, but you know, I do care. So this is another one of the Avlia ones I was telling you that is very therapeutic for me, and this is the table mat. It's definitely interesting because it takes me a minute to get into the rhythm of it, and I love the fabric. So that doesn't look like much, but this is where we're at. That's my progress, and I really want to kind of figure out what my rhythm is with it, because what I end up doing is frogging. That is where the therapy comes in. I stitch, and I'm like, that didn't work. And then the frogging. So I am going to see what my process is here. I think in talking to Pam from Just Keep Stitching at StitchCon, I was asking her advice about how she gets her stitches so beautiful. And the core answer to that is just years of stitching. right? That's how you perfect anything. You just do it and do it and do it, and then it becomes secondhand, and then you have this beautiful thing. So she did mention though that she tries to stitch from top to bottom, like that's her preferred method. And I think I need to figure out what is my preferred method, because this one, I think it would work better if I had a process. This is a lovely bag that came in my Black Needle Society box. I've gotten a few of them. I have not watched this show. I have not watched Gilmore, but it says it's a lifestyle, it's a religion. No idea what this quote is about, but my niece loves this show, so I enjoyed the bag for her. And I don't think I've started this one. Nope, I have not started this one. This is just, I have it kitted. My sister and I had signed up for Beach Please 2024. I wasn't able to go, but she did go. This was the fully kitted pattern that they provided to us. So I have put it in here. So it'll go in. I'll move it from my whips into that group. This is another bag from the Black Needle Society. I really like these bags, and you know, I'm a child of the early 70s, so I love the tape. Let's see if this is something I actually worked on, because that would be funny. Okay, so this is a lesson learned situation. Oh, this one isn't the one that's in here. Stand by. Okay. It also came from the Beach Please. And this is this little from Tiny Modernist. Did it for the Beach Please. And I was trying to do this one as part of the exchange, but I never finished it. So that's where I'm at. I made some color changes because I didn't like some of the colors, but doing well. And this little piece of fabric is looks like an Aida of some sort. So I'm sure I have the details somewhere, and I will put it in the box below. I don't have this one, but I just want to talk about it for a second because I did see it at StitchCon. So this is Bendy Stitch's Ace of Swords. What happened was I did not use the variegated thread, which is a cottage garden thread. Is it in that box? I don't know. But anyway, I didn't use that, so my heart looks very different, and I was very disappointed. So I stopped working on it. But now I think I'm probably gonna pull it out, and I have some other variegated if the cottage garden ones I have aren't the right match. So lesson learned on that one, because I was like, why does it look so different? This is my temperature chart. So I guess this is a good time to explain all the changes that happened in my life. So first of all, this bag came from the Black Needle Society. These are all of the insults by Shakespeare. I'm going to put the bag up here so you can read some of them. Something like, asses are made to bear, and so are you. Not so much brain as earwax. Come, you tedious fool. Love this bag. Also just the right size for some things. And then one of my favorite needle minders is what I'm using here. And this is the needle minder. I am with the Band Books. So love that. I am doing a temperature chart. So a few years ago, I was doing one that has butterflies. That's still a work in progress. Have made progress on that. And then for this year, I selected from the Sulky pack. And so here's my Sulkies. And I created my temperature range. Last time we talked, I lived in Texas, right outside of Austin, Texas, on the Lake Travis. And I now live in San Diego, California, which is why that distance traveling to Cincinnati was such joy. But what I didn't realize when I picked my colors for here is that the temperature is so steady that I'm ending up with the same colors over and over again. So next time I do this for San Diego, I will make the temperature ranges even smaller, because I did them 3 degrees. I think I need to do them like 2 degrees, you know? So it goes from left to right is the way you read it. This starts with, yep, it is left to right. So it goes from January, this is January, and then you turn back. Because it was on a hoop, that's why this isn't ended, but it'll end here all along. It'll be a square, a big square. And these are called Tiny Motifs. I got them off of Etsy, and I'm really enjoying doing them. It's super easy to also do with with the sulkies, and you know, obviously it's tiny, and I am enjoying that. This is the Sunnyside sampler, and this was a sale that was being hosted by, oh, I can't remember, but I know that Brenda, the Handwork Maniac, was part of that sale. She completed hers, which is completely beautiful, and mine is making its way. I am almost to the last house, which, I mean, by the last house, I mean the first house, or maybe this is the first house. Maybe this is the first house. I'll put a picture in. So first house, and then because I started here and I went that way, and I'm loving it. I'm using MPI silks. Is there enough time for you to see it? Yep. And so it's on this piece of fabric, and so there's plenty of fabric for me to frame it. And I'm using MPI silks and the dinky dyes, and they are in this hot mess bundle. So I keep the dinky dyes on this little baggy situation, and then I have all the MPIs in here. The real reason for this situation is that I couldn't find another one of these at the time, and I wanted to keep them separate so I could easily find them. It's working out, so I'm not going to change it much. Also in this bag, because when you're traveling you have to consolidate, I, for the very first time, had something on the brag table at StitchCon. So here's my little StitchCon card, and I started it at StitchCon and super happy to end it at StitchCon. The only modification I made here was the quote is in the pattern. It's a physical pattern. So I love the quote so much that I wanted it to be on the actual finished product. So I charted it out using Hello by Liz Matthews. And this is my really big chunky bird. I don't know what this is called. I'll put the name of what the pattern is called and everything. So it says, if I had a flower for every time I thought of you, I would walk through my garden forever. Lord Tennyson. So this will be framed and go up on my wall. So this is a finish for 2024. Probably the first and only one. Yay! So there's that. Throw that one up there. This is Courage. And this was a sale started last year by Pam at Just Keep Stitching to commemorate her, I believe, 30-year battle with cancer. My mom was diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago, and she's also cancer-free, very grateful. My mom had a lumpectomy. I recommend, highly recommend, if you're able to, and to get yourself a mammogram on a yearly basis, and to continuously touch your breast. The more you understand the tissue in your breast, the more you can understand if something's new. And don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to ask for additional testing. You know, you want to make sure this is your one and only body. So I went ahead this year, just a few months ago, and got the needle minder that went with it. I also got my sister one. At StitchCon last year, I was trying to work through like what colors I wanted to do them on Sulky, and I was like, I love these colors, they kind of go together, and trying to figure out like how to color by Sulky, and that stumped me. Then I was randomly at Michael's with my husband, and he picked up the variegated thread because love a man, and he picked up 4504, just make sure it is the right one. Yep, he picked up 4504 variegated DMC, and I knew instantly that that's what I wanted to do this in. So this is 1 floss over 2 on 40 count fabric, and this is how far I've gotten, and I absolutely love it. And I don't know if it's showing right or good. This is kind of a peachy pink fabric. It's not showing up well there. And it's just so easy to do. And I played with the colors some time and kind of think of where I want the colors to go, but I'm enjoying it. And I have the names plotted out. I mapped out the initials for each person and which ones I wanted to wear. So this is Darcy and Gus, who are my besties, and both had cancer. This is my mother, Valina Nunez. This is my tia Mari. This is Rafael Morales, which is my husband's father, who passed away from cancer last summer. This is Elvia Quintero, who is my ex-mother-in-law, who I absolutely adore, and she passed away from pancreatic cancer in 2020. This is for Juanita. This is for my tia Angela. Let's see. This is for Kat. And Kat passed away. So yeah, I'm finding my letters, and that's why on the pattern I highlighted them in gray because I'm gonna skip them and I'm gonna do them at the very end, so that I can make sure I have the proper size and placement. This is by Rosewood Manor. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably have seen this one. And this is on a Stitch Me fabric as well. And so this is where I'm at. I'm using the call for them, I believe. I'm pretty certain. And it's kind of interesting. I think that I was really tense when I was doing these letters because I feel like the fabric is puckering a little bit, so I need to watch my tension. But I think this is so pretty. It's either that or it's just the two, I don't know. It must, whatever. I'm gonna watch my tension. So, Blue Rhapsody. You know I love butterflies. As you can tell, a lot of these, I have a lot of project bags, but I have more of these, and I just use them. Going to purchase project bags. This is from Goose. She makes awesome stuff. And this one is a Barbara Anna Designs. This is on 32 count Azure Blue Lugana, purchased on 123 Stitch. And this is like halfway up her head, and then this is where we're starting there. So I stitched on this during StitchCon. I'm doing this on the Call for Colors. The back is a Hot Mess Express, but whatever, who's gonna see the back? All right, from last year, so thank you who gave this to me last year, and I just want you to show you that I am using your floss strap. So this is Happy Stitching, Alexis Kate 58. So beautiful. So that's what I'm doing. This one, I'm having this one. This is Autumn Quaker, Rosewood Designs, Rosewood Manor Designs, and as you guys know, I don't do page finishes. I just follow the pattern wherever I want. So I got to the bottom. So that's the top, and I got to the bottom. So that's as far down as it's gonna go. And yeah, we'll figure out. I think I'm gonna continue through here and do the stuff and do whatever's on the bottom down here, and kind of make my way over here and kind of get the other corner. And so slow goes it. This is a special fabric that I hardly ever get. This is a CWC linen 28 count sandstone. So I have done 28 count. And I bought it again because I thought I was gonna do Courage on it with the same, but I'm just gonna hold that and do another Rosewood Manor with it. And then we'll talk about life for a little bit. Call it a day. This is Jardin Privé. I believe this is a sal that is being done by a group of people. I did see it on Handwork Maniac. Brenda was doing it. I can't get the zipper open. Stand by. Oh my god. Well, maybe it was just not meant to show you. It's in there. It's that one, because I can't get it out. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to break the zipper. Don't make me, because I will. You know what? And life is too short. There we go. This is them. Have I told you guys how much I hate stitching white? Okay, observe. That whole picket fence is white. Yes, I am learning how to not hate white. Let's see. So this is on linen. I did not like it, which is, I believe, why I paused. And okay, yep, that is the Magnificent Start. That's it. Nothing more, because it's on white. I want to say one is Flosh and the other one is B20. No, I want to say one is white. And look, you can't even see it. I think that's the other reason I didn't like it on this, because it just gets lost. One is B200. Okay, so life update. In November, I accepted a role with a new company. I'm going back to the previous company I worked for before, which I love and adore. But with that role came the requirement for me to relocate to San Diego, California. So this is the reasons why this has been so long coming back to you. Accepted the role, started in December, flew out here for a few weeks, went back home, did Christmas with my sister in Florida, the whole 9 yards. Then flew here, worked a few weeks, flew home to Texas. Thankfully, the company helped with the whole relocation, and we relocated to San Diego. We were very fortunate. We were able to find a house during our first visit, and we now live in San Diego. It is beautiful, magnificent, amazing. It is also highly stressful and very different. It's stressful more because I love the job. I love my other job as well, but there's a lot of challenges, and so I have to spend a lot of focus on getting things right. And then the second thing is we moved to a different state where the cost of living is way higher than in Texas. So navigating through that and just figuring those things out. Also, it's the first time in my life I've lived on the West Coast. All of my humans, every human with the exception of one or two, live on the East Coast. So figuring out when to talk to people, when can't I call, I'm sleeping, you're awake, I'm at work, it's been a thing. So I'm finally settling in, so we got here early February is when we moved into the house. I have this little room, which is very blessed that I am able to commandeer a little room for my crafting and stuff. Bernina is set up as well, so I've been trying my hand a little bit in sewing and getting to understand how, BB works. And this is a little book cover that I made with BB. And so I'm straggling my time between cross stitching and BB. In addition to all of that fun and now living on the West Coast, I also had some vision issues. And so ended up being, I thought I had a brain tumor. I was like, this must be, because how can I suddenly not see out of this eye? This is just really bad. Ended up being that I had a cataract in my right eye. I also have one in my left eye. I had surgery for it in late May. So in next week, we'll see what my vision has settled into. At minimum, I do not see with a cotton ball in my eye anymore. But the vision is definitely different. And so I have been trying to figure out, this is just part of aging. It is what it is. It's fine. I also have a family history of poor vision, so I knew vision was going to be a challenge. Just didn't expect it to happen so quickly. So I've went on Amazon. Thank you, ladies, from Table 12. They gave me the link in Amazon. Bought myself a 5-pack of magnification. That are this. I also have bought, and I'll show you a picture that me and my sister took at StitchCon, where I bought her and me a magnifying glasses that have a wingtip, really cute. So I've leaned into all the tools. It's all about having the right tools, right? I stitch better when I have a great needle and a good Q-snap and whatnot. So it is what it is. So that's the life update. From a health perspective, doing well in the health. I will be having surgery later this year to have some skin removal, and that's expensive. So yeah, that kind of stress adds up. But everything, there's a plan, and we're enormously grateful for everything we have, and so it's all good. So same country, new state, new city, rental house, figuring it all out, new job, same amazing husband, same amazing puppies, same amazing family. And thank you all for those of you who reached out to check in on how I was. So I hope to see you around sooner than later. You can dance at home, in front of the mirror, in the bathroom, or down the hallway, or just shake your boogie while you're, mixing up your coffee or tea. It's all good. Have a good one. Mwah. Bye.